Selena Meyer, and I don't have any idea what's going on in my office.
Vice President Selena Meyer.
Hey! As I'm sure you're aware, I have stepped into the president's shoes this evening, and who knew he wore kitten heels? I'm the Vice President of the United States, you stupid little fuckers! Seen this? Front page of the style section of the Washington Post.
Let's not make it the story in panic, okay? What if Tom Hanks dies?
What? Dark thought.
Hey, it's the flunkies. And people say you're bad at your jobs.
The whole bunch. Desperate Dan Fleming, Amy, crippled Gary, Jizzy Mike.
Jizzy Mike?
Yeah, he jerks off all the time in the office.
Really? He does that?
Madam Vice President, I'm Jonah Ryan, West Wing intern.
See that? It's kind of cute, Amy. What do you think?
I've been trying to cynically use you, but you're so fucking low rent. You can't even be exploited.
The president is avoiding me. Did the president call? No. Oh, Sue, did the president call?
No.
No? Oh, my God. I'd have more power in my hands if I joined one of those moronic Segway tours of D.C.
Hey, approval ratings just came through. 66%.
What?
Approve. Sorry, disapprove.
I need you to go back and tell Selena that I don't want her to endorse me for governor, okay? If I get the Midas touch from Jenny Shitfinger, then I might as well nail a bunch of puppies to the ground and then start running them over and crush their skulls with my campaign bus.
You're a dirty little prick. Amy, it's the fucking midterms. Go. It's the fucking midterms.
Unbelievable.
We just lost to Florida 3rd, 5th, and 6th.
We just lost to New Hampshire first.
I mean, this is POTUS's fault because, guys, I killed it at every campaign visit. This is time for POTUS to start honoring his ticket promises to me.
POTUS, he's giving you an enhanced role in foreign policy. Some U.S. backpackers try to smoke a doobie with the wrong dudes, and they have been kidnapped in Uzbekistan.
I'm about to enter a national ass-kicking contest with no legs and a massive ass.
It's not that big, man.
What?
I think your ass is perfect.
Good morning, Oklahoma City.
The veep's more concerned with the hostage situation.
These poor kids, they're like Catherine's age. Those who challenge our freedoms can expect a robust response.
We can move on to hostages.
Cock-a-noodle-doo.
Oh my God, I'd kiss you right now, but I'm never gonna do that. The men get the situation room, I get the situation room. Mr. President?
Operation Good Shepherd is proceeding well, ma'am. The eggs are back in the basket!
Egg shakalaka!
Madam Vice President, I am delighted to welcome you to Finland.
Thank you, and please call me Selena.
Selena?
Yes?
Excuse me?
One of the hostages in Uzbekistan was a spy. Now, some people knew and didn't bother to inform Congress. Other people, like Selena, did not know. She went on record denying that there was a spy. And some of us are going to go off to prison.
Christ, I hate knowledge.
The president, the one that I am loyal to, lies to me.
Did the president know that one of the hostages was CIA?
I stand with the president.
This isn't going to be a cakewalk, Selena. This one's the hard bargain.
Don't you worry, I know how to haggle.
You betcha.
POTUS is gonna stall on that deal. Well, it sounds to me like he wants a government shutdown so he can take the heat out of the spy story.
Subtext, ma'am. You failed, and you are being blamed personally for this government shutdown.
Here's time. Here's her fucking career.
This is a bell.
So if she doesn't turn this fucking shit show around, guess what? I don't know which way I'm gonna bounce.
I want to talk about the spy, the CIA operative. Sometimes you have to act. Always you have to listen.
That TV interview was a big gamble, but it really paid off.
They're calling you the no BS VP.
Damn right they are. I mean, I lied and everything, but it sounded true at least.
My campaign launch pad is going to be made of solid fucking gold. And then in 6 years, it's going to be Ms. President.
Hey, Mike! Oh! Is it bad?
No. Yes! Fine, ma'am. You're fine. I walked through a glass door before. This is what you do, okay?
You're kidding.
No, I was fine because I was drunk.
She walked through a glass door.
Yeah, that woman has become a living metaphor of her own career.
The House Judiciary Committee subpoenaing us senseless.
DepSec Schmidt is testifying. House Judiciary Committee is discussing an impeachment vote.
Any comment on the impeachment rumors?
I have, of course, given my full account of what I knew, and now I'm sure the president will do the same. He's gonna implicate me in all of this. I mean, I am done. I am done with all of it. The vice presidency, I mean, forget it.
And you being veep is the best thing that's ever happened to America.
Gary, it has been shit.
No, it hasn't.
It has. I'm getting out.
Holy shit, she's leaving the ticket.
I have not actually said she will. Oh, fucking God, thank you for stopping.
POTUS knows how this is all going to end. He isn't going to run again in 2 years.
I'm gonna run.
She is in Iowa for the book tour, fluffing caucus goers for the presidential run.
You pretending to be me, signing a book I didn't even write.
That's politics in a nutsack.
I am running. How does a journey begin? With a first step. So watch my foot.
You started your campaign without a campaign manager.
Possibly without a press guy, too. Right, Mike? Dan, do you want to be my campaign manager?
Today is the day that Selena Meyer's campaign begins.
You say that once a week.
Mike, why would you send me this shit? I mean, you might as well have just sat on the fucking keyboard and sent me that.
I wrote it.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's got some good bits. We just gotta, tweak it a little bit.
Right leg is mine. Let's go.
Okay.
I mean, he's not just a personal trainer. He's like a personal Jesus.
What are you guys talking about?
The job speech.
Yeah. Oh, Selena and Ray fucking?
I mean, only a moron couldn't see that.
Selena and Ray are fucking. Can you comment on the breaking story about your personal trainer, Ray Wheeland? Yeah. He wrote an essay saying obese children are possessed by the devil as a punishment for past sins.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Dan had a nervous collapse. Amy's taking him to the hospital. Ben went back to D.C. Kent's firing Ray. And there's 5 fat kids outside dressed as Satan.
Dan, he hired Ray as a sex slave.
Who knows about this?
Me, Amy, and Mike.
Okay.
And Ben, Kent, Sue. Everybody pretty much knows now.
Dan is so fired.
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Add it to the fucking heap.
The First Lady has attempted to take her own life.
Really makes you put your own problems into perspective, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
It does. Although your problems are still pretty bad.
Yeah, they are. Rebranded. What do we think? I love it.
Love it. I love it. Of course I don't fucking like it, Gary. It's the worst use of scissors since my failed vasectomy. She looks like Katie Lang. Think of all the lesbian jokes we're gonna have to suffer.
Vice President Selena Meyer.
Here's my favorite part where they all pretend like they like each other. Fuck Broadway. This is real acting.
Seems to me the vice president has taken her eye off the ball. She's become distracted by the trappings of her office.
It's good we won Dixville Notch.
It's got a population of 12, Mike.
Our Lord Jesus started with 12.
Oh, he didn't win New Hampshire either.
There's no way out of this. Not for a sitting vice president who's lost Iowa and New Hampshire.
The First Lady isn't in a good place. POTUS has decided that he's going to resign. You're about to become the 45th president of the United States.
What?
You can't get too distracted by being president because you're still campaigning to be president.
I, Selena Catherine Meyer, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
Congratulations, Madam President.
Any fuck up from now on is my legacy. Got it? My fellow Americans, I'd like to begin today because I'm the president, see? Everything's my fault now.
Have you given any thought to the vice president being at these meetings?
I wouldn't want him to have the shitty experience that I had as veep.
No.
Unfortunately, the precedent has been set.
Mr. Vice President, hello.
I need you to be my West Wing wiretap.
Selena freezing you out, old timer?
Oh, absolutely. Cycle of abuse continues.
What the fuck is happening?
What's a data breach? Medical, Social Security records were hacked by someone working for us and then put into the family's first press pack.
Ma'am, we could go to jail.
Yeah. You could go to jail.
So am I fired? Please, Ben, don't say that I'm fired.
You're not fired.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Because you've just resigned.
I decided to bring in somebody else.
This is tough for you, huh? Looks like someone needs to learn some management skills.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm Karen Collins, the president's new senior advisor. My specialty, common sense.
I don't know if this is gonna play well.
You know what? I started to feel that way myself.
She says that Senator O'Brien's running mate is going to be Laura Montez.
New Mexico Senator Laura Montez.
This is such a bold move.
It's clever. It's a really bold move.
Yes, that's what I said.
I mean, I really, really wish we could get rid of Doyle.
I regret to inform you that I'm stepping off the ticket.
I am furious.
We need to pick a running mate now.
Tom James.
Everyone likes Tom James. I like Tom James, and I hate everyone.
I think there are pros and cons to every candidate, so we just need to weigh up the pros and cons.
Have you been sent from the future to destroy me? Because it's working.
Amy, that is enough.
You have made it impossible to do this job. I have had enough. I'm gone.
I'm gonna want to talk to Tom James.
Tom, would you join me as my running mate?
I'm going to have to accept.
Dream ticket, dynamic duo.
What do you think? Did I do a good job? Is this a good choice I made? Yeah?
I want to be Treasury Secretary,
What?
as well as veep.
I am bitterly disappointed.
Richard T. Split. Don't know why I said T. My middle name's John.
He's eager and hardworking and never complains, and every night I dream of drowning him.
It's the family's first bill. She wants it to go away.
So Selena needs to lose the vote, and you want us to lobby members of Congress under the wire.
Moyes is threatening to go to the floor for an official investigation into what happened today.
This is bad.
There is not 1 ounce of truth to these allegations.
Madam President.
Not 1 ounce of truth to these allegations. Thank you very much. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you.
Can you tell us who was responsible for the data breach?
Bill Erickson. Bill Erickson.
Bill Erickson.
Bill Erickson. Mr. Bill Erickson.
Bill Erickson.
Yes, Bill Erickson.
Bill Erickson.
I don't really have time to be thinking about your business.
Probable imprisonment.
Closest election in living memory.
Yeah.
Well, Amy, Dan, who do you feel will win tonight?
It's so close.
So close.
It's a tough call to make at this point.
If I do lose, I'm going to lose like a winner.
Fox again and Politico, New Hampshire to O'Brien and Ohio.
Yes, we took Florida.
Ken, where does that leave us?
Okay, it all comes down to Virginia. If O'Brien gets Virginia, he wins. However, if we get Virginia,
We win!
No, actually, Gary, if we get it, we tie.
What?
They give the House until January 20th to elect the president.
it's a close election with a ton of House races too close to call. What happens if it's a tie in the House?
Right. Well, Vice President-elect becomes president.
I might lose this election to my fucking vice president.
This election is a tie.
The rule book's been torn up now, and America is wiping its nasty ass with it. We are in the middle of a tied election.
My bowling coach used to say a tie was like kissing your sister.
Well, this feels like my sister took a shit on my chest.
By Nevada state law, would allow for a possible recount.
Richard, you are going to be my recount specialist. Jonah, you're working for Richard.
You need to file us at the courthouse in exactly 17 minutes.
And if you miss the deadline, find a rattlesnake and shove that up your dick hole, because it's a lot more fun than what I'll do to you.
And drive safe.
It says fuck Selena Meyer.
Yeah, that's a comma. It says, fuck Selena Meyer.
We officially lost Nevada, so we're gonna have to fight it out in Congress. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
The sanctions you have threatened against our friends in China may undermine their very fragile economy. They would be open to indirect talks.
If the United States lifts the sanctions, the Chinese might be prepared to discuss Tibet.
I'm freeing Tibet. Yeah. Oh, sorry, are you all right?
Congressman Harry Sherman passed away today in his beloved state of New Hampshire.
Sherman was an O'Brien diehard. That's one less vote for O'Brien and possibly one vote for us if they can hold a special election in time. New Hampshire could give us the presidency.
Jonah's uncle Jeff is flying down. He's still the kingmaker in New Hampshire.
We need a real piece of cannon fodder here. Some spectacular dumbass willing to charge this machine gun nest, sacrifice his name and reputation.
So do you have a list of spectacular dumbasses?
There's only one name on it.
And I'm running for Congress.
May I be the first to join your campaign?
My name is Jonah Ryan, and I approve this message.
I didn't like the guy.
You don't like him. Okay.
You helped Selena Meyer screw up this country. I think she did a fine job screwing up the country all by herself. She single-handedly destroyed the economy, but she doesn't care. My name is Jonah Ryan, and I...
Congressman Ryan!
Hello, Madam President, or should I call you colleague now?
I wouldn't.
Tom's not lobbying votes for O'Brien. He's asking people to abstain.
Tom just needs to make sure that no one gets to 26 and then get his buddy Marwood to make sure there's not another vote.
You can't win, ma'am. You're not going to be president. Man, it's like we're looking down the barrel of a Tom James presidency.
And I really want Secretary of State.
Vice President Myers got a nice familiar ring to it.
No.
Whoever the Senate has picked for VP will be president.
I vote for Senator Laura Montes.
It's official. The United States of America has a new president.
The only president to peace sitting down since FDR. Is that going to be my legacy?
My fellow citizens.
We are interrupting President Montez's speech to bring you breaking news.
She brokered with the Chinese to free Tibet.
I just feel like I'm in a thick, dark fog, and everyone disappoints me, and nothing works out, and what's the point of anything anyway? I did reacquaint myself with an old friend of mine by the name of Selina Meyer.
Speaking of President Laura Montez, she won the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in Tibet. Unprecedented.
So this is the worst place they've ever stuffed an ex-president, and I'm including JFK's coffin.
I want a presidential library. I'm the only living president who doesn't have one. And you want to know why that is?
Because he served less than 1 year.
This is my second act. Selina Meyer travels the globe spreading democracy like patient zero.
Good afternoon.
Gentlemen and lady. Hope we don't drone this place while we're in it.
I know you.
Let us hope to see each other again.
Let's hope.
And that is why I'm taking this opportunity to announce my charitable organization, the Meyer Fund.
Congressman Ryan.
We need to do something that makes Montez really pay attention to us.
Cutting aid to Israel.
Whoa, no, we're not going to do that. Are you crazy?
Cutting aid to veterans.
Great, they volunteered. Congressman Ryan votes no. Lights out.
You have accomplished more in 1 month than most extremely stupid people do in a lifetime.
That's very kind of you to say, ma'am.
Crypt. I'm going to be buried there?
Yeah, most of the formers are buried at their libraries.
Only former presidents have libraries. I'm going to run for president again.
That is a great idea.
I know. How is this even possible? Tibet!
It was President Selina Meyer and not President Laura Montez who freed Tibet.
Montez is not going to be happy.
It's going to put a real turd in her chalupa.
Oh, we should get Mexican for lunch.
I've been rethinking things. The options would be a lot easier without any baggage.
Muslim baggage?
I am announcing my exploratory committee for the presidency of the United States, which means that I am basically definitely running. Who wants to meet my brand new smoking hot wife, Beth? That she does do all the housework.
I do.
Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, Beth's my stepsister. Did you guys not know that?
Oh, no. No.
America owes me an 8-year stay in the White House, and this time I want wars. How about for once in your life, you stop whining, you stop complaining, and just man up? Because I built here tonight into an all-out victory.
Selina Meyer's a legitimate candidate, not a human pool skimmer, last used to despunk a Provincetown hot tub party.
Speaking as someone who's covered politics for 20 years, Jonah Ryan terrifies me.
And we teach this Islamic math to children. Now, there's been a lot of debate about whether vaccines do or do not kill people, and they do. That's just science.
Jonah Ryan is the only candidate who's honest about his dishonesty, and that is why Jonah Ryan is the next president of the United States.
I have been appointed the new mayor of Lurleen.
Oh, Mayor Splizzle in the hizzle.
You could deliver a message to President Meyer for me?
We are not talking about letting the Chinese influence our presidential election. Keith Quinn is working with the Chinese.
If you breathe a word of anything to anyone, we'll slit your throat. Later, Gator.
By giving Meyer the nomination, they can ensure a Montez presidency.
I want to be president when I grow up.
You cannot.
This is supposed to be just a little simple bit of election rigging! Fuck! We have always been able to do business together.
President Montez has been a great friend to China.
You can have Tibet.
What?
Yeah. You have to bet back. Do we have a deal or? Sure. I knew it.
More than a dozen Iowa government officials are in hot water. The lieutenant governor, along with several state senators, have all been arrested.
He's appointed me the new lieutenant governor.
Richard, that is what I'm talking about.
No candidate has secured a delegate majority.
Did President Meyer find a way to steal the nomination from me like she stole South Carolina?
If you can't figure out how to steal South Carolina, you have no business being president.
But if we don't pillow smother this sad grandma of a convention lickety-fucking split, we are gonna wind up with 4 more years of Montez clogging up the White House plumbing with tampons.
That's not a problem for us, right?
Okay, it's fine. Jonah Ryan is going to be the vice president. It's the only move we have left now.
I've asked the Justice Department and the FBI to reopen its investigation.
Why is this so hard? I just want to be president.
216 almonds?
No! Last I heard, you can't run for office and be in prison.
Somebody's got to go down for this.
I just said, I know, Roger. Couldn't have done it without you.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
There is no one who has sacrificed more than me.
Sue, the vice president would like a minute with the president.
The president told me to pencil you in to have pass. Go fuck yourself.
That reminds me, I'm starving. Gary?
Oh, ma'am, Gary doesn't work here.
I know. Why are you telling me things that I already know?
Sorry.
You know?
With live coverage of the funeral of Selina Meyer, fondly remembered for briefly freeing what was once known as the nation of Tibet. And here comes President of the United States, Richard Splett, and the First Lady, Annette Splett.
Check it out. I didn't think he'd show.
You'd hate the flowers.
As someone who served with President Meyer for over 2 decades, I feel I'd be remiss if I did not offer my own heartfelt eulogy to a president who many feel was very underrated and deserved... I'm sorry, breaking news. I've just been told that 4-time Academy Award-winning actor Tom Hanks has died at the age of 88. Let's take a look at the storied career of Tom Hanks, American icon.